In a sea of small SUVs, the Mazda CX-30 is one of the biggest sellers. And amongst CX-30s, the G20 Touring is one of the most popular choices. So let's spend some time with it and figure out why. The CX-30 is the stylish meat in the Mazda SUV sandwich between the smaller CX-3 and the larger CX-5. It's been a hit since it first launched in 2020, right up with the MG ZS and Mitsubishi ASX as one of the most popular models in the segment. And to be frank, it's a better car than either of those two. There are cheaper CX-30s and there are more expensive CX-30s. In fact, the CX-30 range is huge. The G20 Touring sits in a bit of a pricing and equipment sweet spot at about $40,000, roughly speaking, by the time you get it on the road. The CX-30 comes with a competitive 5-year and unlimited kilometre warranty, but the drawback is a service plan with short 10,000 kilometre intervals, when many rivals have 15,000 kilometre service intervals. It means you could be at the dealer twice in a year when owners of other brands might only visit once. Style is one of the key Mazda CX-30 selling points. It marries the recognisable Mazda face with a much shallower rear window than upright SUVs like the CX-3 and CX-5. That's complemented by standard 18-inch silver finish alloy wheels. The reason the CX-30 G20 Touring is called the G20 is because it's got a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. Spend an extra $1,500 on the G25 Touring and you get a 2.5-litre engine. Anyway, the G20 is mated with a 6-speed auto and front-wheel drive. To be honest, this engine is not going to blow your socks off when it comes to power or economy. So jump in the driver's seat of the CX-30 G20 Touring and you're immediately going to appreciate one of the car's great selling points. Its interior is simple, clean and elegant. Everywhere you look and touch, the perceived quality is high. The seat size, support and adjustability is generous, and the steering wheel adjusts for reach and rake. This is a car with adequate rather than outstanding storage features, but what's here is nicely thought out. The cup holders are out of the way ahead of the gear shift, the lidded bin slides to aid comfort, and there are sizable door bins. Like some other recent Mazdas, the CX-30 has a non-touch infotainment screen. Instead, it's controlled by this wheel and these buttons. Mazda says it's to reduce distraction and therefore improve safety. I'm not sure though it's a 100% successful strategy. I still find myself taking my eyes off the road too often. So while the infotainment setup can make access a little bit clumsy, there is no shortage of features. Note though, there is no wireless smartphone connection or charging. The instrument cluster is a traditional collection of dials and gauges, but that doesn't make them outdated. Instead, Mazda decided to reduce clutter to increase clarity. And you know what? It really works. The CX-30 G20 Touring comes with a reversing camera and front and rear sensors. Allied with its small overall size, this is an easy vehicle to use in tight spaces. The G20 Touring comes with all the safety essentials and a 5-star ANCAP rating. The driver attention monitoring and a 360-degree camera are part of a Vision Technology options pack. The CX-30 story is a bit less impressive in the back seat. While headroom is pretty good, knee room for a 180cm tall adult like me is a bit tight. There is limited storage and no USB plug-in points back here, but you do get adjustable aircon vents, a fold-down armrest with cup holders and small door bins. There's only one seat back pocket. At 317 litres, the boot is nothing to get excited about either. Now Mazda could have created more space by omitting the space-saver spare tyre. Thankfully, it didn't. Features are minimal back here. There are 4 hooks, a couple of recesses and a light. The split fold at least enables you to carry a lot more luggage at the cost of rear passenger space. But it's the space behind the steering wheel we're thinking about right now. So let's take the CX-30 for a drive and see how it behaves. Like all CX-30s, the G20 Touring is based on basically the same architecture as the current Mazda 3 small car. So you know the drive experience is going to be basically sound. Well, maybe not all of it. Call the engine adequate rather than compelling. Its shortage of torque means it revs hard and moves slowly up hills while spending a lot of time changing gears. It's definitely better on the flat or downhill. The CX-30 G20 Touring has that typically nimble Mazda drive feel about it. It likes corners and it has quick, light and accurate steering. Mazdas can be a bit terse in the ride to aid handling, and the CX-30 is no different. On 18-inch rubber, the G20 Touring emphasises that a bit more. It's sharper than I like on a rough road. Mazdas have a reputation for being a bit noisy, but it takes a steep hill or a coarse chipped surface for engine or road roar to invade the cabin. This is a pretty refined vehicle. But not an especially frugal one. Our average on test was 7.4 litres per 100 kilometres, and that's litres more consumed per 100 kilometres than a hybrid Toyota such as a Corolla Cross would achieve in the same circumstances. Mazda is falling behind here. When it comes to visibility, Mazda does sacrifice some practicality for style in the CX-30. The side windows are pretty small and the view out the back is pretty compact. So there are pluses and minuses in the driving experience. This is a car that feels great to sit in, especially up front, but once you get rolling, it's a bit more of a mixed bag. If the struggles of the 2-litre engine don't bother you, then the Mazda CX-30 G20 Touring's cabin delights and overall refinement could be for you. But if you do feel like a bit more power and performance, then remember the G25 Touring is just that little bit further up the spending ladder. It could be an investment worth making. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos and let us know what you think in the comments below.